It hits hard, doesn't it? The rejection, the moment they decided you weren't enough. The laughter, the shared moments, the plans, gone like none of it ever mattered. You feel it deep, like a weight on your chest. You scroll through their photos, wondering how they're smiling like nothing happened. They look fine, better even. Meanwhile, you're carrying the storm they left behind. It stings, it cuts. But you know what? This isn't where your story ends. Here's the truth. Their choice doesn't define you. Their decision doesn't set your worth. Stop chasing answers to questions that don't matter. Stop wondering what they saw in someone else. You don't need closure. You need revenge. But not the kind you think. The best revenge isn't bitterness. It's becoming unforgettable. It's turning rejection into your greatest weapon. Take that pain, that ache, and forge it into something unshakable. Rise up. Build yourself piece by piece into someone they can't ignore. Hit the gym, sharpen your mind, chase your goals with an unstoppable hunger. Become the version of yourself they'll wish they had, not to win them back, but to show yourself you never needed them in the first place. Because when you stop waiting for someone to choose you and start choosing yourself, the entire game changes. The energy shifts. You stop chasing, you start building. And let me tell you something, they'll feel it. You'll glow differently, walk differently. The power will be in your silence, in the way you move through life like you own every damn second of it. And when they see you, when they see the person you've become, they'll feel that gut punch of regret. But here's the beauty of it. By then, you won't care. Because by then, you'll be free. This isn't about proving anything to them. It's about proving everything to yourself. Show up, rise up, and make yourself proud. Let their rejection be your motivation, not your destruction. You're not broken, you're just getting started. If this hit you, if this lit a fire inside, drop "I'm rising" in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Don't skip this part. You're stronger than you know, and your best chapter starts now. Number 1. Turn rejection into a wake-up call. Rejection hits like a freight train, doesn't it? It's not just the pain of losing someone, it's the way it forces you to confront every insecurity you've ever buried. Suddenly, you're replaying conversations, questioning your worth, and wondering what you could have done differently. It's raw, it's personal, and it hurts like hell. But here's the thing about rejection. It's not the end of the road. It's the slap in the face that says, "Wake up, you're playing small." It's the universe shaking you, forcing you to stop living in autopilot and start looking at your life with clear eyes. Because deep down, you know the truth. You weren't living as your best self. Think about it. Were you truly thriving when they walked away? Or had you let your standards slip? Maybe you stopped taking care of yourself. Maybe you poured all your energy into them and forgot to nurture your own growth. Rejection has a way of exposing those cracks, and while it stings, it's also a blessing in disguise. This is your moment to pivot. Take that pain and let it fuel you. Start asking yourself the hard questions. What do I want my life to look like? Who do I want to become? The answers might terrify you, but they're the map to your next chapter. This wake-up call isn't just about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you're capable of more. It's about turning rejection into the motivation to level up in every aspect of your life. Hit the gym, not just to look better, but to feel stronger. Dive into your work or your hobbies and build something you can be proud of. Reconnect with the version of you that doesn't settle for less than what you deserve. Rejection doesn't define you. It redirects you. Let this be the moment you stop shrinking to fit into someone else's expectations and start expanding to meet your own potential. They might have closed one door, but that's because the world is opening 10 more. Don't miss them by staring at what's already gone. This isn't the end. It's the wake-up call that says, get up, show up, be unstoppable. Number 2. Cut off their access to you. Let's get one thing straight. Someone who didn't value you doesn't deserve front row seats to your life. Yet here you are, leaving the door cracked open, checking their social media, overthinking their last text, and replaying old conversations as if there's a secret hidden between the words. Stop. They walked out, and you owe it to yourself to lock the damn door behind them. Cutting off their access isn't about pettiness, it's about power. When someone takes you for granted and you let them stick around in your mind or your life, you're handing them the keys to your peace of mind. That ends now. Take the keys back, block their number, mute them on socials. Stop showing up where you know they'll be. You don't need to announce it. You don't need to explain it. Silence speaks volumes. Disappear from their world so they can feel the weight of your absence. Let them realize that access to you was a privilege, not a right. Here's the reality. When you leave the door open, you're giving them free rent in your head. You're letting their presence linger in your life like an unwanted shadow. But when you cut them off, completely and unapologetically, you reclaim your mental space, your time, and your energy. And trust me, nothing makes someone sit up and take notice like being shut out. The human mind has a funny way of valuing what it can't have. The second they can't see your life, they'll wonder about it. The moment your name stops showing up on their phone, they'll feel the absence like a cold breeze. And when they realize they can no longer dip in and out of your world, regret will start to gnaw at them. But here's the twist. This isn't for them. You're not cutting them off to get a reaction. You're doing it for you, to rebuild your boundaries, to prove to yourself that you don't need their crumbs to feel full. Because the truth is, keeping them around, even passively, only weakens your position. It screams insecurity. It screams desperation. And you're better than that. Cutting them off is an act of discipline. It's you saying, I refuse to let someone who didn't see my value have the power to distract me, unsettle me, or keep me small. That's the Stoic move. It's controlled, decisive, and free of emotional chaos. Imagine yourself as a fortress, impenetrable, strong. The gates to your life don't swing open for just anyone. And when someone proves they can't honor you, you shut those gates, quietly, firmly, forever. Sure, it's hard at first. You'll be tempted to look back, to check in, to wonder what they're doing. But remember this, every time you look at their life, you're taking your eyes off your own, and your life deserves your full attention. So, let them wonder. Let them sit in the silence. Let them feel the void where you used to be. Meanwhile, you'll be out there, leveling up, becoming stronger, wiser, and so magnetic that they'll wish they never let you go. Cutting off access isn't just about removing them. It's about clearing the space for you to grow. And when they finally realize they can't reach you anymore, it'll hit them. They didn't lose someone ordinary. They lost someone irreplaceable. And by then, it won't matter. You'll be too far ahead to care. Number 3, invest in your main character energy. Stop playing small. Stop acting like a background character in someone else's story. You're the main act. Start living like it. Main character energy isn't loud or desperate. It's a quiet, unshakable confidence that says, I know who I am, and I don't need your approval to prove it. Walk like you matter, because you do. Fix your posture, shoulders back, chin up, like you're built for greatness. People notice the one who owns the room without begging for attention. Upgrade yourself. Hit the gym, not to impress them, but to feel unstoppable in your own skin. Clean up your style. Wear clothes that fit, shoes that shine, and a face that says you mean business. Because when you look sharp, you think sharp. Sharpen your mind. A strong body means nothing without a sharp brain. Read, learn, and grow. Speak like someone who has something to say. Main characters are leaders. They're not scrolling mindlessly. They're too busy building lives worth watching. Take control of your story. Stop waiting for life to happen. Make plans. Take action. Go after the career you want, the skills you crave, and the experiences that make life worth living. You're not here to settle. You're here to thrive. Main characters create unforgettable moments. Take risks. Dance first. Speak up. Chase the experiences that set your soul on fire. People remember the one who dares to live boldly while the rest hesitate. And here's the twist. When you invest in yourself, people can't help but notice. The ones who overlooked you will feel it, hard. They'll see the glow, the confidence, the quiet strength, and they'll ask themselves, what changed? But by then, you won't be looking back. This is your story. Walk tall, move with purpose. Be someone they can't ignore. Because when you live with main character energy, you don't just exist, you leave a mark. Number 4. Stack wins in your career and hobbies. Rejection hits differently when you realize your life is standing still. The pain isn't just about them walking away. It's about you realizing you've been coasting, waiting for someone else to give your life meaning. Stop right there. Let that sting be your wake-up call to build, to grow, to win. The Stoic truth is simple. Momentum matters. Small victories lead to big triumphs. Start stacking wins at work, in your passions, and in the life you create outside of anyone else's presence. Why? Because a life full of purpose is impossible to ignore. Dominate your career. Stop showing up just to collect a paycheck. Show up to excel. Get sharper. Learn faster. Be the first one in and the last one out. Treat your job like a launch pad to your next level. When you stack wins at work, whether it's a promotion, a skill mastered, or a project crushed, you're not just earning money, you're earning respect. You're proving to yourself that you can deliver no matter who's watching or who left. Hobbies aren't extra, they're fuel. Don't sit around waiting for someone to fill your empty hours. Pick up that guitar you abandoned years ago. Lace up those running shoes and hit the pavement. Learn a language, pick up photography, or dive into martial arts. Find something that challenges you and makes you lose track of time. A man with passions is a man who lives fully, and nothing is more magnetic than that. The world doesn't reward those who stand still. It rewards those who move. Every win, no matter how small, is another brick in the empire you're building. Those early mornings grinding at the gym. A win. That new skill you picked up after weeks of practice. A win. Turning your hobby into a side hustle that pays. Another win. Wins stack like dominoes, and before you know it, you're looking back at a life that feels full, strong, and unstoppable. Here's the kicker. When you start stacking wins, people feel it. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way your energy shifts. You become someone who doesn't just talk. You do. And that's the kind of person people regret losing. But don't do it for them. Do it for you. Because when you're focused on building, you stop caring about who left. You're too busy creating something that no one can take away. Their absence won't feel like a loss anymore. It'll feel like the reason you leveled up. You don't need anyone's permission to win. Start now. Stack one win, then another, and another. Build so much success in your career and hobbies that people can't help but take notice. In the end, the best revenge isn't bitterness, it's progress. While they're stuck watching, you're out there winning. Number 5. Show off without showing off. Let your success make the noise. Don't brag, don't beg for attention. Just become so good they can't ignore you. Here's the truth. The loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. People who constantly talk about their achievements are compensating for something, a lack of confidence, a need for validation. But you don't need to say anything. You'll let your actions, your progress, and your energy speak for you. That's how you show off without showing off, by letting them feel your presence without you saying a word. Build silently. Start leveling up behind closed doors. Work on your craft when no one's watching. Hit the gym before the sun rises. Improve your skills, grow your knowledge, and refine your style. Become a man of substance, someone whose presence carries weight without needing to broadcast it. Move differently. When you're focused on your own growth, your energy shifts. You speak with more purpose. You walk with quiet confidence, and your aura becomes undeniable. People will feel the change, even if you never mention it. That's power. That's showing off without trying. Share sparingly. Post that picture of your progress, that trip you earned, or that win you worked for. Not to boast, but because you own it. Let the world see glimpses of your journey, not because you need applause, but because you're proud of who you're becoming. Show, don't tell. A man who shares with intention, not desperation, becomes impossible to overlook. Outwork them silently. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't matter. Don't waste time proving your worth to anyone who walked away. The best way to show them what they missed. Build a life so full of success, joy, and purpose that they feel the gap where you used to be. Make your life look like art, and let them regret not appreciating it when they had the chance. The Stoics believed in quiet excellence, putting in the work without seeking applause. Adopt this mindset. Build your empire, master your craft, and evolve into someone extraordinary. When you focus on yourself and your path, the results will speak louder than any words ever could. And here's the kicker. The people who doubted you, rejected you, or overlooked you will notice. They'll see the glow, the wins, the confidence, and it'll hit them like a punch to the gut. But by then, you won't care. You won't be showing off for them, you'll be showing up for you. Because the real flex, it's not proving them wrong, it's becoming someone so complete, so untouchable, that their absence feels irrelevant. So let your work shine. Let your actions scream. Let your growth speak louder than any words ever could. That's how you show off. By living a life so undeniable, the world can't help but notice. Number 6. Build a social circle that's on fire. Your life is only as strong as the people you surround yourself with. If you're sitting alone, feeling like no one understands you or values you, here's the truth. You've been keeping the wrong company, or worse, no company at all. Don't let rejection isolate you. Instead, use it to upgrade your social circle. Build a tribe of people who push you, who challenge you, and who light a fire under you every single day. A man who surrounds himself with greatness becomes great by default. Find people who inspire you. You're not here to sit at tables where you feel like an afterthought. Go where the energy's high, where people talk about ideas, businesses, health, and goals, not gossip, excuses, or distractions. Walk into rooms that make you level up, even if it makes you uncomfortable at first. That discomfort, that's growth knocking at your door. Be someone worth knowing. A strong social circle starts with you. No one wants to be around a man who's bitter, stagnant, or self-pitying. Bring value to the table. Be the guy who people want to talk to because you listen, you bring energy, and you add something real to the conversation. Be the friend who motivates, not complains. The man who shows up, not the one who flakes. Expand your horizons. Step out of your comfort zone. Take up new hobbies, attend events, join groups, or network in places where you'll meet like-minded people. Start saying yes to opportunities that put you in the right rooms. The gym, workshops, creative spaces, or professional meetups. Go where winners gather. Cut out the dead weight. You know exactly who they are, the people who drain your energy, who pull you into drama, or who encourage your worst habits. Let them go. A social circle that's on fire doesn't have space for those who don't bring heat. Surround yourself with people who want to see you win and who are winning themselves. Be intentional with your relationships. Don't collect friends like meaningless trophies. Focus on depth, not numbers. Find people you can laugh with, grind with, and grow with. The kind of people who show up for you in your highs and lows, and who you'd do the same for. And here's the Stoic truth. You become the people you spend the most time with. If you want to be disciplined, driven, and unstoppable, your circle has to reflect that. A powerful social circle will hold you accountable, pull you higher, and remind you of your worth when you forget it. When you build this kind of tribe, your energy changes. You start walking with confidence, speaking with authority, and moving through life with purpose. People will notice it, some will be drawn to it, and others will envy it. Let them. Because here's the kicker. When you're surrounded by people who set your world on fire, you stop looking for approval from those who walked away. Your life becomes too full for their absence to matter. Build a social circle that lifts you, inspires you, and fuels your growth. Be the man who walks into a room with people who make others wonder, who the hell are they? That's the power of the right tribe. Find yours and never look back. Number 7. Create a life that you love without them. They walked away, didn't they? Left you standing there, questioning your worth, replaying every moment, wondering what you did wrong. Let that sting sink in, but don't let it own you. Because here's the truth, their exit isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of the life you're about to build. When someone leaves, they create a void. Good. Use that space to grow. Turn the pain into power, the silence into progress, and the rejection into redirection. This is your moment to stop living for someone else's approval and start building a life so full, so rich, and so unapologetically yours that you never feel their absence again. Fill your days with purpose. Wake up with a plan. Don't drift. Build. Push yourself in your career. Chase a goal that scares you. Learn a new skill that adds value to your life. Every step you take forward is a reminder that you don't need anyone to complete you. You're the architect of your own life. Reinvest in yourself. Hit the gym. Take care of your mind and body. When you train, when you sweat, when you push your limits, you're not just getting stronger. You're proving to yourself that you're resilient. The weights don't care who left. The grind doesn't pause for heartbreak. And every rep, every step, every effort takes you further away from the version of you that they walked out on. Find joy in the things they ignored. Pick up the hobbies you abandoned. Travel to places you always dreamed about. Dive into passions that set your soul on fire. Whether it's art, music, hiking, or building a business, make your life a masterpiece. A man with purpose and passion doesn't chase what he lost. He builds what he loves. Be present in your own life. Stop checking their social media. Stop wondering if they miss you. Stop giving them free rent in your mind. Your life deserves your full attention. Go outside and breathe in the world. Meet new people. Laugh loud. Dance when no one else does. Live so fully that every moment feels like a win. The Stoic twist: happiness isn't something you find, it's something you build. You don't create a life you love by waiting for someone to return. You create it by showing up for yourself, day after day, until your life feels so damn good you stop looking back. And here's what happens when you do. The very people who left will see it. They'll see the strength, the growth, the light. And regret will hit them harder than you ever could. But by then, you'll be too busy living to notice. Don't let someone's absence leave a void. Let it fuel your fire. Become unstoppable. Create a life so full of love, adventure, and purpose that it's impossible not to admire. Not for them, not to prove anything, but because you deserve it. They're gone? Good. Now, watch what you build without them. Rejection isn't a reflection of your worth. It's the universe's way of making space for something better. Let their departure be the catalyst for your transformation. Stop wondering why they didn't choose you and start focusing on why you should choose yourself. It's not about chasing them, it's about chasing greatness. It's about making yourself so incredible, so undeniable, that anyone who walked away will be left in awe of what they missed. The truth is, their absence doesn't define your future. It sets the stage for your revolution. The best revenge isn't about them feeling regret. It's about you standing so tall, so strong, that you're untouchable. When they see the new you, unstoppable, glowing, thriving, they'll know. But by then, it won't matter. Because by then, you'll have realized that the only approval you need is your own. And the only validation that counts is the one you give yourself every single day. So let them regret not choosing you. Let them wonder what they missed. But remember, the real power lies in not caring about what they think anymore. Now is your time. Rise. Become the version of yourself that's too powerful to ignore. If you're ready to make them regret not choosing you, drop "I'm unstoppable" in the comments. Like, subscribe, and share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Don't skip this part. Your best self is waiting for you.